Good day to each one of us. So now, our group will discuss Lesson 9 about obstacles to the world-class service, departmentalization, and functionalism. Traditional industrial-based organizational models based on the foundations of functionalism and departmentalizations kill seamlessness. Why? Since they belong to the different department, they have different goals and objectives. That creates a gap between other department, and at some point, that will create conflict. For example, consider the following 3 memos sent to a young manager of a branch bank on the same day. From the marketing department, we shortly will be launching a new advertising campaign based on the friendliness of our staff. This is in direct response to the increasingly competitive marketplace we face. Please ensure that your staff members deliver the promises we are making. Next, from the operations department. As you are aware, we are facing an increasingly competitive marketplace, and as a result, our profits may have come under pressure. It is crucial, therefore, that we are minimize ways to keep our costs under control. Today, therefore, no recruitment whatsoever will be allowed. Last, from the personnel department. Our staff members are becoming increasingly militant. This is due in large part to the availability of alternative employment with our new competitors. We currently are involved in particularly delicate set of negotiations and could be grateful if you could minimize any disruptions at a local level. As you can notice, obviously these 3 memos from 3 different departments conflict with one another. The operations department means no recruitment. Therefore, there will be an increase in the workload of the contact personnel. The increased workload will most likely be a hot topic during the labor negotiations and could be disastrous for the personnel department. The increased workload in all probability will have a negative effect on the staff morale. Given the inseparability of the service, the staff's low morale will be visible to the customer and negatively affect subsequent customer satisfaction levels. Since there is an internal issues or conflict, this may lead to the negative customer service. For example, if your employee has an increase of workload, your employee will be more focused on finishing and meeting the deadline than executing a proper service towards the customer. By that, it will affect the customer satisfaction or relation, leading to the sacrifices of the quality service.
Naman natin yung about sa departmentalization and its objectives. First, ano nga ba yung departmentalization? Departmentalization is departmentation is a process wherein jobs or teams are combined together into functional units called as departments on the basis of their area or specialization to achieve the goals of the organization. So, sinasabi dito, ang departmentalization is yung paghahati-hati ng mga jobs sa isang organization wherein they are called as departments. Tuloy natin. So, in this way, the entire organization is divided into parts or departments which comprise of a group or of employees who carry out activities of similar nature. So, ayun nga, every department naman, which is yung, ito yung part ng isang organization na tinatawag nga na departments, it is comprised of a group of employees, which is, yung mga employees na yun, pinagrupo-grupo sila and dinivide sila into departments para gawin yung trabaho ng or yung mga activities for a certain department. Let's continue. It is also determines the functions or activities which are to be housed together and coordinate in the same place. Further, it groups the personnel who will undertake the delegated functions or tasks. So, ayun nga, sa departmentalization or sa isang department, I should say, meron ditong mga employees or andito sa isang department yung mga functions or activities na andun lahat sa isang department, which is which is headed by a manager or a department, or also called as department heads. They are the ones who manage a certain department. So let's continue. In corporate ladder, every level below the top is departmentalized, and each subsequent level is further differentiated into departments. The top level executives groups activities in various departments such as production, marketing, finance, human resource, research and development, etc. These departments are headed by senior executives called as managers of the respective department. The departmental managers can delegate tasks and duties to the subordinates, and they are accountable to the chief executive for the performance of the department. So, sinasabi dito sa slide natin na to na sa isang department or sa isang organization, there is always the top level executives. They are the top managers or what other people say or called na general manager. And below that is meron namang mga managers pa for different or various departments such as production, merong production head, may marketing manager, may finance manager, or and sa human resource, meron namang human resource manager. Sa research and development, meron ding department head for that. And so yan, ang tawag naman dun sa mga department heads are called senior executives. They are also called as managers for the respective department, just like I said earlier. So after that, tuloy naman tayo dito sa objectives of departmentalization. So number one objective of the departmentalization is to specialize activities. So ayun nga, di ba nga, sabi din sa mismong definition ng departmentalization, they're divided into departments. So, meaning, they are housed, their specialization is on that department. For example, I am graphic artist. I'm going to be placed, or I am going to be assigned into the department wherein nagki-cater ng mga talents ng mga graphic artist. Tinatawag yun na designing department or design division, just graphic design division, just like that. So ayun, number 2 objectives, to simplify the process and operations of the organization. So ayun nga, to simplify the process and operations of the organization. Kasi sobrang hirap naman kasi kung centralized yung organization, meaning nasa top manager or nasa general manager lahat. Yung general manager lahat yung mag-ooperate ng marketing, ng sales, yung general manager lahat. So kapag sa departmentalization naman, it's way better kasi nasisimplify yung process ng isang project. Let's say meron kailangan na gawin dito sa department ng marketing. So yung mga marketing personnel and yung marketing manager is yun yung magmamanage. Kumbaga ayun yung mga magmamanage ng all about marketing. Yung mga marketing managers, and then the employees will work out all the activities, all the duties, all the responsibilities of the marketing employees or marketing personnel. So that's why it's way better. So ayun, mas napapadali yung gawain kasi nga divided into different departments. Hindi na mahirap na mag-monitor yung general manager kung tama pa ba yung ginagawa or mali na ba or may mga mali or may mga risks or may mga problems na ba na na encounter yung organization. So mas madaling makita yung mga risks na yun, yung mga problems na yun, due to departmentalization. And then lastly, the third objectives of the departmentalization, to maintain control. So, ayun nga, just as yun sa objective number 2, mas madaling mag-control sa departmentalization kasi meron per departments, merong mga managers. So, yung mga managers na yun, yung magmamanage or magli-lead dun sa team na or department na yung mga managers na yun yung magma-manage or mag-lead ng department nila to attain the objectives of the company. Yung lahat ng activities ng company makokontrol kasi meron nga departmentalization. Merong division of workloads, of jobs and responsibilities. So lastly, dito na ako mag-end. Sabi dito, departmentalization of activities results in the increase in efficiency of the management and ultimately the enterprise. It is helpful in fixing responsibilities and accountabilities. Just like yung mga sinasabi ko kanina, sabi nga dito, departmentalization of activities results in increase in efficiency of the management. So, meaning, nagiging efficient yung bawat department, yung organization, yung production ng organization, nagiging efficient kasi sobrang dali para sa nila na i-manage yung isang department kasi nga may department head. And hati-hati yung mga duties nila, so hindi magkakarambol-rambol yung responsibility and yung accountability. And when we say accountability naman, accountable yung once na nagkamali or may nagkamali sa process, accountable ng isang department yon, hindi ng buong organization. So, that's why departmentalization is the best way to have efficient and to increase efficiency of the organization. And that's all my report. Thank you.
So now, let's move on to the methods of departmentalization. The first method of departmentalization is function. Departmentalization of function is when the creation of department is on the basis of specified functions such as production, purchases, finance, etc. In this method, all the activities related to a function or which are similar nature are combined in a single unit. To give proper directions to the entire group in one go. It is also organized into departments based upon the respective functions each perform for the organization. For example, a manufacturing company may create production, purchases, finance, or human resource department. Functional departmentalization may be advantageous because it increases efficiency and expertise. Since all the related activities are performed in one place by one group of people that are specialized on that activity. So here are the examples of functional departmentalization. As you can see, at the top of it, Board of Directors is an elected group of individuals that represents shareholder. And there is also CEO or Chief Executive Officer is under BOD because they elected by the board and its shareholders. CEO is also the main point of communication between BOD and different departments and public face of the company. The second one here is departmentalization of process. In departmentation by the process, the activities are grouped as per the production processes. These departments require manpower and material so as to carry out operations. Process departmentalization is a manner or practice of implementing a process through combining related activities into separate groups or specialized functional areas which are distinct from each other. The general idea here is that the separation of the process into groups or small activities makes it easier to perform. There are two key factors that determine how to departmentalize a given process as follows. The first one is the product or service, and the other one is the customer flow. As you can see here, the Department of Process is under the CEO. CEO is working to improve efficiency and increase profits, handles the overall operations of the company or division. Makikita mo rin dito yung mga hinahawakan.
Departmentalization by product when the activities related to product development and delivery are combined into a particular division. It is called as product departmentalization. It is appropriate for large-scale multi-product enterprises. Departmentalization by product and service help in evaluating the performance of each department. This helps to control organization easily. Top-level manager has enough time for planning decision making because all departments are handled by department manager. Departmentalization by customer. The groupings of the organization according to the different classes of customers or client. It focuses on special customer needs. Departmentalization by customer helps to encourage concentration on customer needs, give customers feeling that they have an understanding supplier, develop expertness in the customer area, and save customers time.
Departmentalization by territory. When a division is based on geographical area, it is called as territorial departmentalization. This is suitable for organizations that have widespread operations at different locations. Usually, yung mga gumagamit nito is yung mga multinational firms na may offices, branches, nationwide and worldwide. Responsibilities are vested in low-level managers, which focuses on controlling and directing employees. And in each area, managers are responsible for every operation, transaction, marketing, and etc. Departmentalization by project. In project departmentalization, the organizational activities are classified by differentiated or special ventures or activities. A project-oriented type of departmentalization wherein employees are assigned within projects, and as long as the project is ongoing, they're still part of it, and once the project is done, they can part ways and might be assigned with new projects and with new teammates. To summarize, firms that continue to cling to functional and departmental mindsets are often besieged by internal conflicts, and these conflicts that usually happen between marketing, operations, and human resource, and it is not personal. The choice of departmentalization basis is influenced by the factors such as degree of specialization, coordination, control, cost consideration, adequate attention to key areas, and many more. And each department has their own goals and objectives, but still align with organization success. So, kahit ano pang gamitin nila ang departmentalization ng isang organization, in the end, it should be parallel with the mission and vision of an organization. Thank you.
Is the unwillingness to share information or knowledge. Which means ayaw mong i-share yung info or knowledge na meron ka. Example, isang department sa isang organization. Limbawa kang team department, kung ano yung knowledge nila about sa isang certain project na ongoing, kanila lang yon. Hindi nila ilalabas sa ibang department ng company. Sabi rin, ito daw ay usually begins with competition among seniors manager. Sa dahil nga matatagal na sila ron, ginagawa na nilang advantage yung knowledge na meron sila. Kunyari, meron na silang prior knowledge about sa project na gagawin or ginagawa ng isang company. So, dahil na nag-e-exist yung silo mentality, nagiging nila lang yan sa department lang nila applicable yung mga knowledge na alam ng mga senior managers. So, ang silo mentality ay isa sa mga challenges when in terms of creating a service culture na effective. Kasi ang dapat na mangyari ay magkaroon ng common goal ang company, pero dahil nga sa silo mentality, hindi siya nagagawa. So, para magawa na magkaroon ng isang common goal ang bawat department, kailangan muna natin malaman na each department ay may internal logic. So, ano ba internal logic? It is the implicit and explicit principles of individual departments that drive organizational performance. Ang bawat department ay mayroong kanya-kanyang principle na nagda-drive to organizational performance. Pero, ang silo mentality ay ina-isolate ang bawat department from the rest of the organization. Kasi nga, ang silo mentality ay nagpo-pursue ng self-interest goals in terms of departmentalization and functionalism.
Hello, good day. I'm Geraldine Romuga and I will discuss about operations and marketing logic. Operations logic, it is the reasoning that stresses cost containment or reduction through mass production. An example of this is when a company or a brand invested on a technology in order to reduce the amount of time spent on unnecessary tasks and shrinking the chances of human error, and this will result to better operation and reduced cost. Operations and marketing are often in conflict with each other, which creates seams in service delivery. Operations is highly focused with the hows of these products and services. The how will the goods and services be produced and delivered, and in contrary, marketing is concerned or focused on the understanding of the needs of the consumers in order to provide and meet the demands of its customers. Another difference of operation and marketing is that operation is primarily concerned with meeting demand in the most cost-effective manner, while marketing is meeting the demand in the most effective manner in terms of forms, location, price, and promotion. Another is operation is concerned with supply, while marketing is concerned with demand. In short, operations logic is about finding out how to meet the demand, while marketing is about what are the demands. And in order to further differentiate marketing logic, we will have to define it. Marketing logic have the reasoning that stresses providing customers with options that better enable the service offering to meet individual needs. An example of that are subscription on different platforms such as Spotify, Netflix, YouTube, and more. These platforms have multiple subscription options, and with this, these platforms were able to meet the demands of consumers by giving them options and pick out what they prefer. Although marketing logic is very ideal to the customers, it is still have its fallbacks that may negatively affect the brand or company. An example of that is the cost efficiencies due to providing numerous options, and also marketing can also be conflicting with human resource due to its logic.
Human resources logic. Human resources logic, the reasoning that stresses recruiting personnel and developing training to enhance the performance of existing personnel. So we, as a future HR, we are responsible in recruitment, training and development, and many more to enhance the performance of the employee. So by sharing your knowledge, isa to sa factor na pwedeng makatulong sa empleyado, lalong-lalo na sa mga newly hired na employee, since bago lang sila sa company, hindi pa nila alam yung kalakaran nito. So, ikaw bilang HR, responsable ka sa kanila. So, next is training. Yung training naman, isang activity to na kinakonduct ng HR para ma-enhance yung skill nila, may matutunan na bago. And yung matututunan nila dito is maa-apply din nila sa trabaho nila na ang magbe-benefit din naman is yung company. Next is to motivate them. So, trabaho ng HR na i-motivate ang mga empleyado by giving them a reward. So, kahit sino naman na empleyado is magpupursige magtrabaho, lalong-lalo na kung alam nilang may incentive silang matatanggap dito. So, next is three-cornered fight for control. This figure compares the degree of customer contact with production efficiency, reveals that no such a person as a perfect service employee exists. Characteristic of the right employee depends on the characteristic of the particular job in question. Some employees will need to be people-oriented, while others will need to be more task-oriented to the process things instead of people. So, alam naman natin na sa company is may iba't ibang department. May kanya-kanyang trabaho, may kanya-kanyang specialization. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lahat gagawa. Hindi pwedeng isang department lang yung gagawa ng production, ng pagbebenta. So, may kanya-kanyang trabaho. For example is, sa marketing, syempre sila yung marketing or sales, sila yung nakikipagsalamuha sa tao, nakikipag-interact sa mga tao na nasa paligid nila. So, sila yung mga tinatawag na people-oriented. Well naman yung tinatawag naman nilang product-oriented is ito naman yung sa mga operation. Yung sa operation naman is ayun yung mga gumagawa ng mga product nila. Syempre, hindi lang naman sa company, hindi lang naman yung, for example is, hindi lang sila service-oriented. Meron din naman product-oriented na nagbibigay sila ng service sa tao, at the same time, nagbibigay din sila ng quality na product sa mga tao. So, may mga ganun. So, hindi pwedeng mag-i-stick ka lang sa isang trabaho. So, may kanya-kanya tayong trabaho dito. So, kung ikaw kaya mo lahat, edi magaling ka. So, may gano'n naman din. May mga magagalit naman din. May mga flexible din naman na lahat kaya gawin. Pero ito yung mga taong years na kung nagtatrabaho doon sa company. So, ito yung may mga natututunan na sa mga training na kinakandak. So, ayun nga. So, dito nga, is pinapakita dito na may kanya-kanyang trabaho ang bawat department. So, kung yung marketing, ito yung mga people-oriented, customer-oriented, yung mga ganon. Operation, ito yung mga product-oriented. Ito yung mga gumagawa ng mga ng product ng company. And the human resources, sila naman yung nagpo-provide ng mga pangangailangan ng empleyado nila. Kung paano nila dapat i-service yung ng tama yung customer. So, sa kanila nang gagaling yun, yung mga training, yung mga ganon. So, next tayo is, despite the opportunity to make major contributions to the firm's overall service, human resources department are often stuck in their own production-oriented silo mentality. Human resources production-oriented activities include mistakes such as, so dito naman sa mga HR, hindi lang naman lagi maganda yung nagagawa nila. Syempre, meron din silang mga pagkakamaling nagagawa. So, isa nga dito yung using the same employee evaluation for everyone in the firm, even though the jobs may be very different. So, di ba sabi ko nga kanina, sa trabaho, may kanya-kanyang department, may kanya-kanyang trabaho. May mahirap, may madali, di ba? So, dito, isa sa problema dito is using the same employee evaluation. Ano ba yung evaluation? Ito yung evaluation, ito, ginagamit tong tool ng mga employer para malaman nila kung paano ba nagtatrabaho tong employee na to. So, kung pare-parehas lang naman pala yung evaluation form para doon sa mga employee, edi may chance na makakuha ng mga ng mataas na salary or ma-promote sa trabaho is yung madadali yung trabaho. Kasi, imagine kung madali ng trabaho nila is mapoprovide agad nila yung product na kailangan, mapoprovide nila yung service na kailangan, o kaya nagagawa nila yung trabaho nila ng on time, samantalang yung mahihirap, kailangan pa nila mag-OT para lang matapos tong gawain na to. So, ayun nga yung sinasabi dun. So, kung may kanya-kanyang evaluation ang bawat department, bawat employee. So, maiiwasan yung pagsisilipan sa mga magkakatrabaho. Next is conducting employee training programs that never change from year to year. So, syempre, itong training nga to, ito yung ginagamit natin para may ma-enhance yung skill natin, tapos o kaya may matutunan tayong bago. Pero kung ayun at ayun pa rin yung training na ikakandak nila, na kinandak na nila ngayon, tapos next year, ayun ulit. So, ano na lang. So, parang may stock na lang tayo sa isang, sa isang pwesto na, hanggang dito lang yung pwede mong malaman. So, hindi ka nag-grow as a employee. So, ayun nga. So, kung babaguhin nila to, syempre, yung mga employee nila is matututo, and at the same time, ma-apply din naman nila yung matututunan nila sa company. So, next is utilizing generic employee selection procedure of variety of jobs that actually require different skill sets. So, isa din tong sa factor na nagkakaproblema ang HR. Kasi, biruin mo nga, may iba't ibang trabaho. So, kung ang isa sa mga isa sa mga procedure na ginagawa nila pag nag-hire sila ng employee o pag nagsiselect sila ng employee, kunyari ikaw, ang kailangan nila is sa operation para mag-manufacture ng product. Tapos, ang hinahanapan kanila ng skills na hindi naman mo magagamit dun sa trabaho na yun. So, parang, ang nangyayari dun, parang nagkakagulo yung mga employee. So, nagkakagulo yung mga bakit? Siyempre, magsisilipan sila. Ba't kailangan ko pa ito gawin? Hindi ko naman ito ma-apply sa trabaho ko. So, ganun po. And next is, overall, the service-oriented human resources department would work much more closely with its customer, the first employees, and form an ongoing, interactive, long-term relationship and pursuit of supporting those who serve the firm's final consumer. Thank you.
Service logic. They bind the departmental and functional together in order to help provide flawless service. Similarly, when developing a service culture, the primary efforts of the service firm should equally focus on the customer's service delivery process and on the personnel providing the customer services. Thank you.